Hey everybody, Joy here. It is Tuesday. Very, very memorable day. This will be January 5th, 2021. Very memorable because of what's going on in Georgia. And then tomorrow is going to even mean more. Woo! I'm telling you, it seems to keep going, the stress of this election, doesn't it? Yes, how do you like my pretty, pretty, pretty? This was a thank you gift from Elizabeth. Pioneer woman, of course. I saved it as a Christmas present, but it was a thank you gift. So pretty. So, I have been trying to tell you all something for the last 3 days, but my mind goes off here, there, and everywhere, jumping from cloud to cloud. I guess you need to start putting everything in that one cloud on your telephone so I could remember something. So, I'm going to tell you what I was going to tell you, and I have something out to remind me, so don't worry. But before I tell you what I was going to tell you that I forgot to tell you, I want to show you my new earrings that I made after I talked to you guys yesterday. Can I tell you something? Because these are so small and they embroider on your embroidery machine so quickly, they're addictive. They're just absolutely addictive. The only part that kind of takes too much time and is kind of a hassle is you always have to have the bobbin to match the top. And you know, I hate to make an entire bobbin of thread just for a little tiny pair of earrings. So I'm kind of wrapping the bobbins like maybe just a third full, but I did run out doing that on a couple of them. So you've seen this one in the middle. You've seen this one. I made it and put sparkles on it, and I'm giving it to Tear Bear. So when you said, make you some, make you some. So of course I had to make me some. I have to do what I'm told. And then this is a new one I have not made before. And how pretty is it? Still got the strings on the back. I leave the strings on the back until I've put the diamonds on the front. Otherwise I'll get mixed up what's the front and what's the back. Did they match me today? No. But these all match the top I had on yesterday, the top you guys liked so much. You know that tie-dye top, I got that tie-dye fabric from Fabric Mart Fabrics, but it's been a year because I made it for Lauren's birthday in 2019, where we already moved. I lose track of time. I think it was 2019. And I made her 2 tops because she loved one of the tops I'd made for myself, and I actually gave it to her and she wore it a lot. And I thought, oh, I'll just make her 2 of those for her birthday. Well, she didn't like either one of them. So I said, give them back to me and I'll wear them. And so that tie-dye I actually bought for her because I thought tie-dye's for the younger generation, you know, and of course I'm ancient compared to her. And she didn't like it. So I thought, well, I'm not gonna throw it away, I'll wear it. And I've gotten more compliments on that top than probably anything I've ever worn. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. There's another one too, but I'm sure you guys don't remember that one. So I'm going to put the camera close up and show you how I do my diamonds. I'm sure this is no surprise to anybody. You all know about these little hot guns that pick up the diamonds. My granddaughter calls them diamonds, remember? They are Swarovski crystals. That's what they are. They have glue on the back of them. So you pick them up with this. This is a hot iron. It heats them up, the glue melts, and then you stick them down and they stay wherever you stick them. Okay, so just in case you don't know. They are not expensive. I don't have a whole bunch of them, but I have quite a few. I have that little container full and this little container full. And they're 2 different sizes. So I want to show you this one, and I don't have to ask you to tell me what you think because I know you already will. Hold on, it is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We are having 60-degree weather during the daytime here. At nighttime, as soon as the sun goes down, it gets freezing cold. And so at night we turn on the heat, and then in the morning we forget the heat's on, and next thing you know, you're dripping buckets. So let me turn that thermostat to cool. Heater's on, I'm drinking fresh, hot coffee in this beautiful Pioneer Woman cup. Doesn't it make you happy to drink out of a pretty cup? I got another cup from a really good friend of mine for Christmas. And I just love it too. It's downstairs because I take it in my bedroom at night and I have hot tea. That mug came with a little coaster, and you can either use it for a lid or you can use it for a coaster. So I like to take that one in by my bed at night and put it on its matching coaster. Here I don't need a coaster. Nothing's going to hurt this tabletop. I'm going to move my camera and show you up close how I do the diamonds, just in case you've been under a rock for the last 20 years and you don't know about this hobby. I'll show it to you, okay? Hold on and let me do some rearranging. Hey, and guess what? You know my friend Jeffrey. Y'all are just gonna love Jeffrey. He's like, I can't believe you're friends with the man. He's like a brother. In fact, we say to each other, we are identical twins. That's kind of impossible, boy, girl. My nephew, Jeffrey, and his wife, Felina, had twins. And one was a boy and one was a girl. And I called her up, congratulations, congratulations. And I said, are they identical? And she said, Aunt Joy, one's a boy and one's a girl. I'm like, oh. I know, my mind was not too lightning fast even back then. So those children are like 18 now. So Jeffrey always says, I swear we're twins separated at birth. We are so much alike. We get on the phone and we could talk for hours. We have to make ourselves hang up. So when you get to meet Jeff, you're all gonna love him. You really are. He's just the nicest person. So, hi, Jeffy. Why did I tell you about Jeff? Oh, because Jeff found a camera. And when I showed him my camera the other day, I showed you all my cameras. He said, hey, I have a camera like that. His is silver and his is a JVC, but he already had it. So he went and he got it and he's made a video with it, but he's having issues trying to upload it and edit it because his format is MOV and whatever software he has doesn't take MOV. So if y'all know anything about that, let me and Jeff know, okay? Okay, I'm gonna close up the camera so you can see how I get to play with my diamonds. And then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you for 3 days. I can't get close up enough on the tripod, so I'm coming over here, right up on top of it. How pretty are those right there? Those colors were all in that tie-dye top that I wore yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to do diamonds or I'm just going to leave those alone. These are the ones I made to go with the same top. It had black in it. So, and you remember the ones I made for Terry. Now these did not come out perfect in my opinion. You see how this is more rounded around that inner circle? And this one kind of ate up part of that inner circle. So I wasn't happy about that. I'm just so much of a perfectionist. And there's the fringe not cut. Didn't cut the fringe. But I definitely am going to do diamonds in this. You haven't seen these yet. This is another earring from Designs in Machine Embroidery. You have to have tweezers to play this game because your diamonds keep on moving. So I had this package of 4mm turquoise. These are real turquoise, Swarovski, 1 gross. So there's a whole bunch in there. I thought, oh, those will look pretty on my turquoise earrings. So there's the turquoise ones. And that may be too many. I'm just playing around, and they're not heavy at all. I don't know if I'll put this one and this one. I'm holding this with my hand, so pardon all the movement. That one and that one. I don't know if I'll put those. You're supposed to have an odd number, you know, that's the law. So that's an odd number right there, that's 7. And then over here, I've got the clear ones because these hardly show up, but I still really like them. And then again, I don't think I like these out here. So now there's an odd number and there's 5. So that's how you play. And then here's one of my little containers, and you can see all of my crystals in there. And then I have some that are still in the bag in there. I put all of this stuff, the burning tool, that little holder thing, all of the diamonds and everything goes in this box so I can keep it together and find it. Okay? So tell me what you think. Do you like the turquoise? I think in the camera, I prefer the turquoise. Jeffy, you tell me. You're the major artist. You're the artist. He's going to teach me how to paint with watercolors too. If he ever gets his license and gets here, I think I'm going to hide the rental car so he can't leave. Oh, I'll have to let him go fishing with Jerry once in a while, I guess, or Jerry's going to feel very left out. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. And so you want to see how they work? You take this tool and you put it down on the bead, the crystal, and it picks it up off the table, and then the glue on the back of it, see the glue on the back of it? It gets wet and shiny and you can tell it's melted, and then you stick it down on your project and it stays there. It's loads of fun, loads of fun. But I'm not really a ruffle bling type of person. I'm pretty plain. A lot of people have put up to thousands of these on their quilts. But I'm not into that either. So it's got to be simple for me because I just think I'm plain. Okay? So, say, would you tell us what you've been supposed to tell us for 3 days? I will. Hold on. All right. My blouse. I know you're going to ask me. You always do. Sure Fit Designs. This is my Sure Fit Designs. And I could put a clip on the back of it and make it a little more snug. But it's fine the way it is too. My goodness, it doesn't have that much ease in it, so it's just fine the way it is. So no clips today. And you notice Lucy's not wearing the dreaded apron anymore. I don't know if you can even see Lucy. Is she even in the picture? Yeah, she is. Alright. Joy, would you get to the point? I'm trying to. Let me have another sipper. I love these cups that have the pretty flowers inside, because when you're drinking out of them, you can see the pretty flowers. It's just so nice. All right, we don't need 2 cameras today. Okay, I actually wrote it down. Have any of you ever heard of a man called Bernina Jeff? Any of you? I have never heard of him. I have never seen videos like he makes. One day he just came up over there on the side of my YouTube channel. Just over there it said, Bernina Jeff talks about Bernina machines. I'm like, what? Who's Bernina Jeff? So I turned on his channel. Let me find him for you. I think you'll be able to see here if I can get my computer to work. Now, Bernina Jeff is not the name of his channel, but I'm going to see if you can find him by searching Bernina Jeff. I'm going to see if you can find him. Bernina Jeff, Bernina Jeff. Yes, Bernina Jeff comes up. There he is. He owns a sewing machine, quilting type business, I believe in Colorado. And he has lots and lots and lots of videos. And he tells you things about your sewing machine. Even if you don't own a Bernina, he gave me the best tip in the whole wide world that I have ever heard. Every Bernina that I have had, and I don't know why Bernina doesn't correct this issue, but every single Bernina, even the brand new B740s, the thread very often pops out of the thread guide in the back of the machine. It's insane. So he had this tip on one of his. He's talking about Christmas lights, no tangle, do-it-yourself spooling tool, how to make winding device, how to store decorations. That's weird. That's not about sewing machines. Now, here's the one I think I watched. It says Bernina Jeff How-Tos 7 Series DIY. What's do it yourself? What's DIY? I thought it was DIY. Do it yourself? Well, whatever. DIY, fix it yourself, 5 and 4 series, all the best tips, jams, and errors. Brilliant. And then right underneath it, there's one that says, Bernina Jeff tip number 1 for a whole bunch of 700s and 500s. Upper threading fixes. Oh my gosh. I wonder if he shows that thing here. Now, Bernina will tell you to always put a thread catcher. Well, that's a royal pain in the you-know-what. Here's another one, how to oil your Bernina 700 series or 500 series. Now, and he's using vehicle oil. Oh my gosh, vehicle oil. So you guys, find him. There he is, Bernina Jeff. But what he showed me, and it's absolutely brilliant, and a couple of you noticed it the other day. He took one of these, and he cut up a command strip so it fit the back of this thing. And then the little pulley thing hanging down. And he attached this to the back of the sewing machine. And your thread goes right in here. And it holds it so it never, ever, ever will jump out of your sewing machine again. Let's see if I can see it from here with that window. I'll walk my tripod over here. Oh my goodness, the things I do for you all. There it is right there. See? And I love it. It is absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. I have put paper clips up there. I have put big black binders up there. I have tried to attach it to this handle. I have tried so many things to keep that thread from coming out of this guide right here. This is brilliant. Thank you, Bernina Jeff. I do not know if Bernina Jeff does other kinds of sewing machines like Baby Locker Brother or something like that. I do not know. But it would be pretty easy to find out. Now I think I've got a window. So there's Bernina Jeff. Now his channel is actually called High, spelled H-I. High Fashion Sewing Machines Quilt Shop. Bernina Jeff. Huge long name, but like I said, if you just put Bernina Jeff in the search on YouTube, all of his videos will come up. Okay, so the next one I found. Now, a lot of you know Whitney. Whitney over at Tomcat Stitchery, T-O-M-K-A-T Stitchery. A couple videos back, Whitney talked about how she uses YouTube channels as her television. I do the exact same thing. It's my TV. Wonderful. You can watch what you want to watch. You have total control. So, she listed, oh my goodness, a great big long list of YouTube channels that she watches. This one might have been in the list. I don't know. VidMom was there and I was there. And most of the people that she listed I already watched. There were a few that I hadn't seen before. But this just popped up in my feed like everything always does. And this one is for all of you who sew or quilt or like to make things. And it's very simple sewing. I know there's Laura Coy at Sew Very Easy. Now, a lot of you may know her. I think she lives in Canada, but I'm not positive. Where's my coffee? How are you supposed to talk with no coffee? I guess this lady's kind of like her, but different personality. And I was watching her make pot holders because I made a couple pot holders for Terry. Did you? Did I tell you that last August of 2020, my birthday's August 4th, and Terry came over that morning or called me that morning. She said, "What are you doing today?" And I said, "Oh, Jerry and I are just hanging around. It's my birthday, blah, blah." And she said, "It's not your birthday yet." I said, "Yes, it is. My birthday's today." She said, "Oh my gosh, I thought it was next week. Oh no, how awful." I said, "No big deal, don't worry about it." So later that day, and I'm sure I must have shown you guys this, later that day she came over with this beautiful Pioneer woman, and it wasn't a pie plate, it was like a little casserole dish, and she had made me an apple pie, a homemade apple pie, and put my name in it and brought it to me. My hair is standing up on my arms just thinking about it. It touched me. She knows that I love apple pie because my mom used to make them every Christmas, and my mom used to always make an extra one and put my name in the dough. And so that's what Terry remembered and she was doing. And I just thought it was the nicest thing. So I think I'm giving her aprons and pot holders and dish towels so she can make me an apple pie every year for the rest of her life on my birthday. Isn't it funny how your mind works? Okay, so this other lady's channel, let me look it up, see if she has a name. Yes, I don't know what her name is, but her channel is called The Sewing Room Channel. The woman has 160,000 subscribers. 160,000. Good heavens. I wouldn't have a quilt left if I had that many subscribers and I gave quilts away every time I got 20,000 viewers. I don't know if that'll ever happen for me. I don't know what her name is, but she has lots and lots of quilting videos. I have been looking for, as you all know, and so many of you have given me wonderful suggestions, I've been looking for quilts to make for children for Terry's charity. And so I saw this video. Let me see if it shows a picture. Okay, so this is a table runner. But I saw a picture of this quilt over here in one of the little squares that comes up, and I thought, oh, that would be easy to make. And so I clicked on it. And so that's how I found this lady. So she is the Sewing Room Channel, and she has a whole bunch of videos. I don't know what her name is. I know she has her family in there sometimes, but her work is really cute and it looks simple. So check her out. Very, very fun to find a new YouTube personality to watch. Okay, and I don't feel like I'm choosing two over all these others. Well, you should have told this one, and you should have told that one, and you should have told this one, and you should have told that one. I've already told you all about my other favorites many times. And most of mine are over there in Tomcat Stitchery's list anyway. I doubt that she has these two. So check them out, see if there's anything you like. Okay? Alrighty. What's next? Do you remember, you probably don't because a lot of you are new subscribers, but a few years ago, was it 2016? It's been quite a while back. I think it was 2016. Jerry was having a birthday. What birthday was it? Was he 70? I don't know. But anyway, I had a couple of friends at that time that I had met through my YouTube channel. And we had gotten together. And you might remember one of the girls was named Diana. And Diana worked close to this home. I think it was called the Casa House, and it was in Texas. And they took in little children. She said the police would come in, arrest the mom, arrest the dad, take them to jail, and pick up the baby in diapers and take them to this home. So this home had lots and lots of children coming to it. And so she and her quilt club were making quilts for these children. Well, I thought, yay, I want to help. So I made several quilts. I don't know how many, 8 or 10. And I quilted them and sent them there. Well, then things fell apart with our relationship. I'd be thrilled to explain to you what happened, but I have no clue. I loved her dearly. I have no clue what happened. I committed some unforgivable sin, evidently, and I don't know what it was. But back then, when I was doing that, I purchased a lot of fabric in order to keep on making quilts for those little children. So, you know, my lightning fast mind. Terry came over the other day, and I was on the internet, Missouri Star Quilt Company, because she was ordering something from Missouri Star. Well, Missouri Star charges you $5 freight if you don't have a certain amount of money. And so Terry said, do you want anything? Do you want anything? I'm almost to the $5 where you don't have to pay the freight. So I was looking for jelly roll strips and juvenile fabrics and panels and stuff like that. And so I remembered, hello, don't you remember the Diana days? Don't you remember Casa House? Remember you bought fabric back then? So I went into the bedroom where my stash is, and I got down on the floor on the very bottom shelf, and I pulled out all of the stuff off the shelf, and I put it on the bed, and I spread it out. So do you want to see it? Who wants to see it? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. All of you want to see it? Oh my gosh, let's go in there. There's Terry's happy birthday for January 10th. All ready to open. I'm going to ask her if she'll let me take a video of her opening her present. She'll let me do anything I want. She's as bad as Jerry. Okay, look at this room, you guys. Juvenile fabric has exploded everywhere. Everywhere. My butterfly quilt's under there somewhere. But look at all these cute fabrics. Look at the little fish. And I'm just going to cut this out as though it was a panel and then put some borders on it. Look at the little boy, dirt, and construction equipment. And then here is these bright animals. I used to remember this lady's name, but I don't remember it now. But that is a beautiful panel. Brightest colors in the whole wide world. So that'll be really pretty. I bought all of those colors to go with it. I don't really have anything to go with that one that I know of. This is a crazy sewing pattern panel thing. I have button fabric to go with it, and pattern fabric to go with it, and measuring tape fabric to go with it. Isn't that fun? Oh yes, I completely forgot I ever bought it. Okay, so here's ABCs. ABCs. Cut it out like it's a panel, put borders around it, and there's, what's his name? Snoopy and that cute little bird. And I've got the fish, and I cut this little piece out and went and soaked it to see if it would run, and it doesn't. And look at these cute little duckies. And I figure you could put a red border on the duckies. And down here, there's some cute fabric and a matching piece. And then look at that giant one. That one you could cut, goodness, half a dozen panels out of it. And then I bought that pretty green. Isn't that pretty? To go with this. Well, how pretty of a quilt will pop out of that stash of fabric right there. Alright, my dear YouTube friends. Oh my goodness, are y'all ever brilliant about eagles? Thank you for all the information about eagles. Super interesting. I asked Jerry, or I was talking to Jerry. We're still looking for Charlie out in the yard. I said, I wonder if they mate for life with the same, you know, girl-boy eagle pair. And I think somebody told me that they do, and they keep the same nest for years and years. So, one of these days we're going to go over there with the binoculars and we're going to find out where that eagle's nest is. We have tons and tons of trees, and it's winter time, so you should be able to see it because all the leaves are off the trees. I'm stopping for today, my friends, but check out those 2 YouTube channels and tell me what you think, and I'll be back soon.